Okay, this lesson is about standard form. Standard form of a linear equation is ax plus by equals c. Okay, so if we're starting with what we know, so standard form. We're starting with what we know, which is slope-intercept form. What's the equation for slope-intercept form? Y equals mx plus b. Okay. If we're starting with this, in order to get it to look like this, we just need to move the mx over by the y. So the way that we move the mx over by the y is solving equations, which means we subtract mx over to the other side. So we have y minus mx plus b equals b. Okay, and then this is just standard form. Okay. So standard form is just another way to write equations that you already know how to solve. The reason that we use standard form is if we're finding intercepts. Okay, because when you're finding intercepts, you put 0 in for y, solve for x, and put 0 in for x and solve for y. And this makes it really easy because if we put 0 in for y, that disappears and we have ax equals c and we just divide. And if we're putting 0 in for x, that disappears and then we just solve for y by dividing by b. Okay, so that's why we use standard form. Okay. We need to write two equations that are equivalent to the given equation. Okay, when we're solving equations, if we multiply through on both sides, does it change the equation? No, as long as you do the same thing to both sides, it doesn't change the equation. So I can multiply through by a number on both sides without changing anything. So if I were to multiply this equation by 2, okay, 2 times 6x is 12x. 2 times 24y is 48y. And 2 times 18 is 36. Okay? That is the same equation as that because I did the same thing to both sides. Okay? We can also divide on both sides without changing anything. So I'm going to divide by 3. So, or multiply by 1/3 is the same thing. 6x plus 24y equals 18. Okay, so 6 divided by 3 is 2. 24 divided by 3 is 8. And 18 divided by 3 is 6. Okay, that is also an equivalent equation to the original. Okay, and the one that I am most likely to do is dividing by 6. So 1/6 times 6x plus 24y equals 18. Because this makes the numbers the smallest. 6x divided by 6 is x. 24y divided by 6 is 4y. 18 divided by 6 is 3. Okay, and then that makes my numbers the smallest. That one is again equivalent. Okay, so do number 2. Okay, write 3 different equivalent equations for number 2. I am just going to do dividing by 2. So 8 divided by 2 is 4x. Negative 14 divided by 2 is negative 7y equals 2 divided by 2 is 1. Okay, that's dividing by 2. I could also multiply by 2. 16x minus 28y equals 4. Or I could multiply by 3. 24x minus 42y equals 6. Okay, those are just 3 examples. There are many, 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 many possibilities. Okay, questions with that? If you have questions, make a note to the side so that I can answer them in class tomorrow, Monday. Okay, write a standard form of the line that passes through the given point and has the given slope m. Okay, I'm going to start with what we know. I'm going to start with y equals mx plus b. Okay, so we know m is slope, so y equals 7x plus b. Okay, and we know x and y. So we're going to plug x and y in. 3 equals 7 times 4 plus b. 3 equals 7 times 4 is 28 plus b. Okay, subtracting 28. B equals negative 25. Okay, so I have y equals 7x minus 25. Okay, so now I want to move the 7x to the other side so that it can be standard form, which is ax plus by equals c. Okay, so I'm going to subtract 7x. So negative 7x plus y equals negative 25. Okay, what I see right now is that I have a lot of negatives, and I don't really like negatives, so I'm going to get rid of those by multiplying through the entire equation by negative 2. Okay, the reason I want to do negative is to get rid of the negatives. The reason I want to do 2 is to put a number that you can see, besides the invisible 1, in front of y. So, negative 2 times negative 7x plus y equals negative 25. So, negative 2 times negative 7 is positive 14. Negative 2 times y is negative 2y. Negative 2 times negative 25 is positive 50. Okay, so now I have a number in front of y, I have a number in front of x, and they're next to each other, and 50 is on the other side. Okay, done. Okay, let's do one more example. Let's do 7, mostly because I'm running out of room. Okay. So y equals 1/2 x plus b, putting in x and y, so negative 4 equals half of negative 15 plus b. Half of negative 15, not sure why the video quit, but I'll try to put them together, okay? I will again try to put them together. Okay, so because I have these yucky decimals, I am going to multiply through by 2. Half of 2 is 1, so negative x. 2 times y is 2y. 2 times 3.5 is 7. Okay, and there is my standard form. Okay, we want to write an equation in standard form that passes through the given points. Again, I'm going to start with slope-intercept form, okay, to get to my ax plus by equals c. Okay, so I'm going to start with slope. Eight, 3, 6, 2. Again, y is on top, x is on bottom. Keep the points together. 8 and 3, 6 and 2. Okay, 8 minus 6 is 2, 3 minus 2 is 1, so it's 2 over 1, which is 2. Okay, so, and then I'm going to use 2 and 6 because they're smaller. So 6 equals 2 times 2 plus b. 2 times 2 is 4 plus b equals 6 minus 4 minus 4. 6 minus 4 is 10 equals b. Okay, so we have y equals 2x plus 10 minus 2x minus 2x negative 2x plus y equals 10. I'm going to leave it exactly like that. Okay, that's standard form. Okay, you try number 9. Y equals 1/3 x plus 7/3 minus 1/3 x minus 1/3 x negative 1/3 x plus y equals 7/3. First thing I'm going to do is get rid of those dividing by 3's by multiplying the whole thing by 3. So that will make it negative 1x. 3 times y is 3y. And 7/3 times 3 is 7. Okay. Okay, we want to write the equations of the horizontal and vertical lines that pass through the given points. Okay, so I'm going to draw a little picture. Okay, 8/3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 8, 3. Okay, so if I want this vertical line, what does x have to be all the time? 8. So the vertical line is x equals 8. Okay, remember that's not a function. Okay. If I want the horizontal line, what does my y-intercept need to be? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so y equals 3. What does my slope need to be? Up, 0, forward, 8. So 0 over 8 is 0. Okay, what is 0 times x? Nothing, right? So 0 plus 3 is 3, so y equals 3 is my horizontal. Okay. Without graphing, I know, because this is x and this is y, that my vertical is x equals negative 2, and that my horizontal is y equals 6. Okay, you do the last one. X equals 5 and y equals -5. Good job. You are amazing. Okay, text messaging. Your cell phone plan charges you 2 cents to send a text message and 7 cents to receive text messages. You plan to send no more than $5 a month on text messaging. Okay? Write an equation in standard form that models the possible combinations of sent and received text messages. Okay, so I'm going to use S for sent and R for received. How much do we spend on sent text messages? 0.02 on sent. I'm going to add that to the 0.07 or 7 cents per received text messages, and that needs to equal a total of $5. Okay, graph the equation from part A. Explain what the intercepts of the graph mean in this situation. Okay, so if I put 0 in for sent messages, I have 0.07 equals 5, R equals 5, so I'm going to divide by that 0.07. Okay, and R equals 5 divided by 0.07, which is 71.4. Okay, if I put 0 in for R, and that goes away, I have 0.2S equals 5. So I'm going to divide 5 by 0.2. And I get 250. Okay, so text messages sent, the intercept is 250. Text messages received is 71.5, which is close to 75. Whoa, check out that straight line. Okay. Explain what the intercepts of the graph mean in this situation. Okay, so we can send 250 if we receive 0 and only spend $5. I'm so glad we don't have to keep track of this anymore. We can receive 71 if we send 0 and only spend $5. Okay, list 3 other possible combinations of text messages you can send and receive. Hey, look, it crosses really nicely right here at 75 sent and 50 received. Okay, and it looks pretty darn close to right there at 175 sent, 25 received. Okay, and if I want to get really technical, I can put any number I want to up here and then solve. So let's say 0.2 S plus 0.07 received equals 5. Okay, so let's say I want to do 100 cent. Okay, so 100, 0.02 times 100 plus 0.07 R equals 5. Okay, so that would be 0.02 times 100, which just moves the decimal place 2 places. So 2 equal, plus 0.07r equals 5 minus 2 minus 2. 5 minus 2, 0.07r equals 3. Divide by 0.07. Divide by 0.07. R equals 3 divided by 0.07 is 42. So 100 cent, 42.8 received. So I would remove that 0.8 because if you round that up, you will go over $5. Okay, bring your questions to class tomorrow.